What is going on, guys? My name is Nostalgia FPS. You may see me on the aim trainer as Corporate Surf, and in today's video I'm bringing you guys my smoothness method for tracking. This video is very long, but I'm going to break it into two parts here. The first part is going to be all of the information you need to know about the technique, what it's good for, what it's not good for, all of the important information in the beginning, and then I'm actually going to run through and do an entire session of me doing the technique, and it's of course going to be edited, but if you guys don't want to stick around for that, I totally understand. So I'm going to try and get as much information at the start as I can. But here, before we do any of that, I just have to give you my credentials for smoothness, since that's the topic at hand. The image we have on screen here is the TSK Extra benchmarks. It's the main benchmark for TSK. I'm a member of TSK. I'm blessed ranked. I'm almost blessed complete, but I haven't played it in a while. But this is pretty high level for TSK. You only have to be pre-advanced, this purple one, to join. So I have smoothness in all of these categories, and then you'll see much smaller picture here, but this is the Season 4 tracking benchmarks. I'm Astra for precise, Nova for reactive, and then Grandmaster complete for all of my minimums. Then this one here is the Aimers precise tracking benchmarks. They are for precise, and I have Prophet complete. I'm almost Saint rank, but I was only going for complete ranks. I got to clean this one up a little bit, but the one that you guys probably know me the most for is for Snake Track. I'm Celestial. I was the 4th to do it in this new season. So that's a little bit of my credentials. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into what we're doing here. So today we're going to be playing PGT. I have never played PGT before. This is my first time for this video, but we have 5 difficulties here. For Season 5, we have the 3 main versions that are made by Thomas. I hope I said that right. And then we also have an elite version and an entry version that are made by 4RK. So the point of what we're doing here today is with these 5 difficulties that we have for the scenario, we're going to play at each sensitivity range from 10 all the way down to 80. The order that we're going to do it in is playing Elite one time at 10, Advanced one time at 10, Intermediate one time, in that order, and then we're going to go to 20 and do it 20 all the way down to 80. That's going to take around 40 to 45 minutes because there's 8 plays for one of these, 5 of these. That's 40 minutes minimum if you have no transition time whatsoever. So it usually takes me about 45 minutes. And then at the end of the 45 minutes, you can choose to be done. Or what I like to do is with these markers here on the left, I will try to find somewhere in here where I think I can get an overall best. And then I'll list that CM360. And then, of course, I would like to compare the median of everyone else to my score at each range. I just realized I had Plaza at the top of this because that's what I copy pasted it from. I have that fixed, sorry about that. But usually this process takes me no more than an hour, doing all 5 of these, filling in all the information that I have. It's a lot of fun for me, and we're going to go ahead and jump into what I think the greatest benefits of this are. Okay, the pros and cons of this. So number 1, this targets all areas of your form. So we're not talking about technique, but literally the way that you aim is different at every sensitivity range, because at 10 centimeter 360, the majority of your aim comes from your fingertips. At the other end of the spectrum, at 80 cm, we're going to be using a large part of our arm, like our forearm. But then you'll also find at these super slow CM360s, even your shoulder and your elbow, they play a part in how you aim. If you really want to target how your shoulder plays a part in your aim, you can continue the process from 80 centimeter all the way down to 120 centimeter. So, you practice at 90, 100, 110, 120. If you feel like you don't ever feel your shoulder and how you aim, you can play at 120 and you'll definitely feel it. I actually got a Nova score on Snake Track playing on 120 cm, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't think it helps me with my Snake Track overall. Pro number 2 here, going off of number 1, it helps you address the weaknesses in your aim. If you just feel like you can't aim at slow CM360, this is going to help you. Why? Because you're playing entry. you're playing the very basic version of the scenario, and you're also playing the hard version. So you're challenging yourself. You're seeing what it's like when the bot is easy. It really helps you target the areas that you're struggling in with your form. 3, I think it helps you speed match at every difficulty. The bot, of course, has different profiles for strafing. It has different profiles for speed. And so when you practice at all 5 of these versions, it is going to help you with your smoothness. It is going to help you speed match. Numbers 4 and 5 here are mental benefits. So number 4 is variety and change of pace in your training. I feel like going through and practicing at these different speeds and, the different properties of each of the versions, I feel like it helps with kind of the variety and helps me stay more engaged in my training. And then for number 5 here, of course, 40 new personal bests to target. Assuming you do this more than one time, you're going to have the data from your previous runs, and you have the opportunity to watch yourself improve. When you have pen on paper and you can visibly track yourself improve, it's very encouraging and it's very motivating. And then, of course, the final thing that we've talked about already, this only takes 40 to 60 minutes. You don't have to take too much time with it. All right, and then really quick here, the cons for this. Of course, this is not a replacement for training your technique. This is not going to help you consciously train, your edge tracking. This is not something that I would say like, oh, if you're struggling to get the idea of tracking, the technique down for tracking, this is not the first step I would take. And so I just want to warn you guys briefly about that. And then the second thing, and this is pretty big, elite and advanced difficulties are very frustrating for some people. I'm going to show you an alternative that I have in kovaaks for you guys, if that's your case. And then the third thing here is shifting between scenarios can be very tedious for some people, just because the way kovaaks is. Sometimes if you have all those in a playlist, it says that you've already completed it. So when you click next scenario, it'll jump like 4 down. This is not really a big thing, but for me, after playing 40 times, shifting between scenarios can be a little bit tedious. Okay, so I was talking about an alternative here for the people that struggle with elite and advanced versions. For RK, the person that made entry and elite has also made these hard versions of scenarios that kind of are like an in-between between the difficulties. So I've included novice hard and intermediate hard. This is so you still get some of the benefit of challenging yourself, but also not too extreme of a challenge for you. Alright guys, I'm changing my CM360 to 10. We're going to play the first 5, and let's see how it goes. Wow, the worst score on the leaderboard. Love it. Obviously, when we come back to 20 and 30 and so on, it'll be a lot better. That was tough. On to advanced. This scenario is fun. It's next to impossible in 10 CM, but that's fun. Okay, almost the very bottom of the leaderboard. Okay, highly unlikely that that's ranked. Yeah. Sheesh. I don't think I'm even gonna get ranked. I might be like iron or bronze for novice. Man, that's rough. Let's see what 2301 is. Okay, so 2301 is silver. It seems like if 7,000 of the 10,000 people can do it, that's maybe too easy for a score requirement. There's only 10 people that have ever played this. Dang. Alright, here we go with entry. Hey, we weren't last. 2972. Nice. Okay, so we're back here in the Google Sheet. We've completed 10. Big score difference between entry and elite there, but I feel like we did a lot of good for ourselves in terms of targeting my specific weakness at high sensitivity, fast CM360. I will say I am using a glass pad and using glass skates, the X-ray jades. So this is pretty challenging for me, 10 cm, but we're going to go to 20 and see how that goes. Alright, 20 on Elite. Alright, we basically doubled our score there. Still not very good, but we're not at the bottom anymore. Nice. 13-11. That's not a huge jump from our previous, but it is progress, so that's good. You can see still at 20 cm. Wow, nice big jump there. I'm gonna check if that's platinum. It might be, although I'm below the median, so we'll have to see. Okay, so we just missed platinum on this one. It's actually 23.75, but still got pretty close on 20 cm. The best part of playing kovaaks is these Steam names. Incredible. Alright, another pretty big jump. I'm gonna assume that that is gold, but I'll double check. Yeah, 27.75 was gold, so we got gold by a little bit. Let's go on to entry level. 3,900, that's a decent jump. I'll go ahead and highlight here as well. So like I'm playing this on 20 cm. Look at how good Lumi's score is on 20 cm. This is really helpful playing like entry and novice on high cm. It just really helps kind of like with your technique. But yeah, it's cool to see that my Steam friend also has a really good score on 20 cm. Okay, so here we are back in the Google Sheet. You can see with all of these scores, we increased on our score from 10 centimeter, which is really nice. Biggest jump is probably entry, but then novice and intermediate had big jumps. I guess proportionally, elite was the biggest jump. But we're going to go ahead and go to 30 cm now. Alright, 30 cm. Let's play elite. Okay, nice jump. That bot 3 doesn't even bounce. Like, that's ridiculous. But 30 cm, we had a almost, that's like 80% jump, which is pretty nice. It's the perfect time of day for the sun to shine right into my eyes, because I have a desk right next to my window. 300 IQ. Nice, another pretty big jump. I don't even know what Grandmaster would be on this, but obviously we're not anywhere near it. Grandmaster's 28.75, so I have a lot to jump. What's the top 100? 3,000. Okay. I feel like I choked at the end of that bot there. Nice. Let's see what 3117 is. Okay, so 3117 is Jade, and then I think it's 3375, something like that is Master. So we're close to Master on 30 cm. Wow, another nice jump. Top 500 now on 30 cm. Very cool. Much smaller jump there. I should have expected to do a little bit better. I think I need to trim up my bot too. But yeah, so this is 15 plays down. On 10 centimeter, I got silver. 20, I got gold. And then now on 30, I am jade. 20, I was almost plat, but it's it wasn't. So, um, 30 centimeter, I have Jade rank, and we're gonna go ahead and start on 40. Wow, okay. So, this is our first score that is not better than the previous. I know I did have to reset my mouse, which is a first for this challenge, but I expect to do better than my 30 cm score. Um, in most cases, I would tell everyone else just to not worry about it and move on, but uh, I can't understand why I didn't improve. So I'm gonna play this one more time. There we go. There's not a lot. I was about to be pretty mad, but we did not get ego checked. Progress, guys. All right, getting close to top 500 now for this one, which is not supposed to be too hard. There's only 1,500 players, but 2086, so made our progress. All right, so there's Master. Um, there's still a bunch of people. I'm not even top 500. I bet this Master Score gets buffed at some point. But for now, we've got our Master Score for PGT. Wow, we did not jump that much. I'm seeing 40 cm as a weak point in my aim right now. I mean, I'm sure that for me, optimal sensitivity is like 37 cm, but I'm expecting to do a lot better than I am right now. Nice increase there. Okay, so to recap 40 here, we had to play Elite twice, which it is what it is, but wanted to make that small bit of progress. Advanced, hit our best score. We did get the master score on intermediate, which I'm happy about. My smoothness, it looks like I'm struggling a little bit on 40 just because of the novice score. But in general, kind of good expected progress. Gonna give this some more attention when I can, though, because I'm a little bit disappointed in my elite. Moving right along now to 50. Let's play elite again. Alright. Um, that's not so great. I had a really good bot 1 with that, but 1176 is fine. Okay, that's close to 40. Alright. Beat beat our previous best again, 35.95. So no matter what the score buff comes in as, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be master. I think I can improve this a lot, but doing that on 50 is pretty good. Nice, we're almost top 100 for novice here, 4360. Oh, slight improvement as well for it's only 20 points, but we'll take it, I guess. Okay, so recap here for 50. We once again got ego checked by elite and advanced, but we improved our intermediate score, got close to top 100 for novice, and also made an improvement for entry. I'm really thinking my best scores are going to come between 40 and 50 now, but I also think for elite, with how fast the bot is, it could be somewhere between 30 and 40. But we're going to jump into 60 now, see how that goes. So 60 here for elite. Oh, we did PB on 60. That's interesting. Um, Actually, we're not too far from top 10, which is encouraging. 1352. And we did PB, not by too much, but it's not too bad. Alright, came in a little bit lower there, 3426. Close to our PB on 60. Wow, another 20 increase. We'll take it. Alright, so to recap here on 60, we made an improvement on Elite and Advanced. Uh, we were close to, I think that is Master actually still, on 60 CM, and then close on Novice to our personal best, and we did, again, beat our score by 20 on entry. So we're going to go ahead and jump into 70. With 70, there's still a chance I could PB on Elite and Advanced, Intermediate, and Novice. I don't know if I will PB again, and who knows, maybe we'll get another 20 on 70 here, but let's see how it goes. Ah, we almost beat it. 1344. What? Ah, I choked on bot 3. I hit the exact same score as I did on 60. Ah, that's unfortunate. 3380 on that. 4309. Pretty consistent. Oh, we did beat the score again. Almost by 100 that time. And almost beat Steven too. Okay, so to recap 70 here, we're getting really slow in the sensitivity range. I could start to feel it in my shoulder as I was training. I will also say I noticed I had to be faster on my reset speed just to keep up. So that's pretty good practice with the slow sensitivity. But almost beat the score on Elite, tied on Advanced, was consistent on Intermediate and Novice, and then got a pretty decent jump here on 70 for entry. So on to 80, the last one. $12.11, that's kind of good for 80, I think. $23.79. All right. Um, Jumped by like 200. The reason I think that's true is because, like, of course, these are my first plays on the scenario. I think I'm learning how the bot moves. I don't think the 80 is my optimal sensitivity range. Um, I think I'm just understanding how to play the scenario better. So when I go back and play, it should be better on faster CM. 3444. It's pretty good for 80 CM. That's a new high score. Wow. So almost top 100 still. Did not expect that. All right, the last play. I'll show you at the top here. We're at 50 minutes. I'll be totally honest. I played the one extra on Elite at 40, and then when I was done with 40 CM, I played it on 40 two more times for Elite, just because I was mad. Um, I cut them out of the video because nobody needed to watch that. Um, but yeah, this it's gonna take like 40 between 45 and 50 minutes if you do this. Just wanted to be honest about how long it took me because I I got ego checked by Elite at 40 cm. So that's why it's 50 right now and not like 47 or 48. All right, 43.64. All right, so here we are at the end. As promised, it took under 60 minutes. It actually should take you under 50 minutes. And the remaining 15 minutes, I would encourage you guys to again find your overall best. Um, Try to predict between these numbers. So like here, you can see between 60 and 70 is probably where it would be for elite. Um, for advanced, you might say between 70 and 80, but really it's probably between 50 and 60, so on and so forth for each of them. I would just encourage you to find your overall best with a couple more plays on each of those. As for me and what I'm going to do with the rest of my afternoon is work on advanced and try and get this number to Grandmaster. I'll probably put that in this video just so you guys can see that I was underperforming as I was learning the scenario, but I think I can get Grandmaster or Nova for this today or in the next couple days. So I will put that if I decide to work on that. But otherwise, I want to thank you guys right now for watching the video, and I hope that this helps you guys. I hope that seeing me struggle shows you that it's okay for you guys to struggle too. Um, for me, I expected to do a lot better on Elite and Advanced, but it's okay. It's a part of the learning process, and it's a part of improving your smoothness, right? Because if I just absolutely needed to get a good advanced score in 10 minutes, I would have played probably 50 or 60 10 times. But instead, I tried to work on my smoothness, work on my form for each of these sensitivity ranges, and I think the overall benefit later will be higher than if I just spammed 50 or 60 a bunch of times. But anyway, I'm going to cut to my best score for advanced, and maybe I'll even show my best score for each of these. But in the meantime, I'm going to start working on advanced. There we go. I almost got top 100. So here's my score for PGT. It's Grandmaster, 46 centimeter. You can see it is the morning of the day after I recorded this because I'm home from work now. I definitely think that I can push this to Nova in the near future, so hopefully I will do that. But this is just my first day playing this scenario. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys that I was able to get this, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.